Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 15, check 15. Pilot 64, weak. Nice 7, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
65. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Blue dark workers, blue dark workers. Get ready, see it. On. Check 3, check 3. Hack, hack.
Back to throw. Love. He's got Adams on the hookup. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 13. And a quick throw here, that's complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 30.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check three, check H3, 2, 18. Chopper. Go. What happened?
Now Taylor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's got Green.
The first down pass. Complete to Marcus Green. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. Room here to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 27-yard line.
Come on,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 30, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And taken right at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 48-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Howell. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Watch the safety creep.
Out of the gun, Geis. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Packers take
Let's go,
over
let's
1st
go,
and
let's go.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. Love. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Redskins.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Caught by number 10. Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Jumper.
On 1st down, Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right here. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. I got it.
2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They run with Taylor. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking it about the 36. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, this is Geis. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Shit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check it. Ready.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Redskin first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got Shockey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 21 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
My 12. Man, that's trash. My 12. My 12. Go.
Throwing again. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air.
Mike 12. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that. Yep. Check Mike 12. Charlie. 12, Mike 12. No chance. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Exit. 12's the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. Now. Mike 12. Mike 12.
2nd and 5. And that's complete to Adams. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Mike 12. H3, 218. Chopper. Check Mike 12. Mike 12. Mike 12. Come on, D. 12's the mic. High 7. Let's go. Go. Screen. Hut.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. Step back. He will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Daron Payne make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Mike 12. Stand. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Yes! Mike 12. I'm coming. Stand. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 12. Mike 12. Go.
From the gun, Love. And he comes back with 1 complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Get it, boy. Get it, boy.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
12, fellas, let's go. I got you. Mike 12. And I'm coming after you.
On 4th down, Love. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Geis going right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Roland. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love. It's caught here by Adams. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
12's the mic. All day, dog. Mike, 12. 12. Ready, go.
2nd and 4. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Scene 6. Yep. I got motion. Ready.
Back to throw. Love. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 24. Hey, switch. 49, check 22.
Here's Geis. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Let's get it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 13. Check 13. 6. Bullet. High.
4th down. Here's Haskins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Haskins going to try to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Ready, ready. 8, read. Blue dark workers, blue dark workers. Fox trot. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Turn up. Mike 12, Mike 12. Rabbit, rabbit. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
12's the Mike. You remember me? 61. Matchbox.
Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So, hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Washington, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.